to 2020. And we can easily create a linear forecast like this one, and we will reach 450 ppm in almost 2040. Okay. And from this problem, we have a target called target of 2 degrees centigrade, right? This is a long story. This is a very interesting story. And we can start from the right figure. Let me maximize, zoom in. All right. So 2 degrees centigrade, a selected history of the 2 degrees limit. So because of the increase of CO2 concentration in the atmosphere, which is followed by the global temperature increase, we set a maximum target of this one, 2 degrees centigrade. We cannot exceed this number. That will be very dangerous. There will be irreversible problem. So this is the cap. This is the maximum temperature increase, 2 degrees centigrade. And as you can see, this is a long history. And the selected history of this limit is shown here. You can check from the source. So from 1975, economist William Nordhaus expresses a first intuition that temperatures rising by more than 2 degrees above pre-industrial level will take the climate outside the range of observations, which have been made over the last several 100,000 of years. Right? So this is the first intuition involve 2 degrees centigrade. And in 88, NASA scientist James Hansen testifies to Congress linking greenhouse gas emissions to rising temperatures and the dangers associated with the climate change. Okay. And in 1990, Stockholm Environment Institute suggests 2 degrees above pre-industrial levels should be the maximum warming policymakers allow. Okay, this should be the maximum warming that can be allowed. In 1992, 2 years later, Rio Earth Conference sees formation of United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change, tasked with stabilizing greenhouse gases concentrations to prevent dangerous anthropogenic interference with the climate system. Okay, and 4 years later, European Council of Environment Ministers, including John Gomer and Angela Merkel, declare global average temperatures should not exceed 2 degrees above pre-industrial level. Okay, and in 1997, around 190 countries signed the world's first agreement to cut the emissions, which is done in the Kyoto Protocol. And in 2001, US President George W. Bush abandons effort to ratify Kyoto Protocol. In 2008, US diplomats cut references to 2 degrees from draft of G8 summit conclusion. Okay, and in 2009, in Copenhagen Climate Conference, world leaders failed to agree a deal to prevent temperatures rising more than 2 degrees despite high expectations. In 2010, Cancun agreements commit governments to hold the increase in global average temperatures below 2 degrees. And the story still on. Okay, so you know, we have this maximum increase, maximum warming of 2 degrees centigrade from the pre-industrial level of the temperature rise. Okay, and we can connect this one to the left figure, which is the so-called, the well-known, the Paris Climate Agreement. And we have several key points here.